He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Ncaa. He's going to take a shot. He's got it for a big play. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. His opening drive gives them 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Dropping back, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphries. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more...
Running free! Smashes him with the stiff arm. That's 20! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. Crossing the 30. He's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fires to the big fella. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Might be changing the route. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. Running through contact. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Dogs are on the move. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to fourth.
Oh, he's got some space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And just a great job on the defense being stopped. All right, that's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out with secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia going up tempo. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast,
second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And he was trying to pay off his red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw at Stockton. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bell. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Dogs! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dive into the playbook here on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Caught near the sticks, it's Watkins. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Looking to buy time. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The play action fake. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Pocket breaking down. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Saw precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just...
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time,
touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And he muffs it, a loose football. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense showing blitz here. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Sharp. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's going for a big play downfield. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia going up tempo.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Extra point here will tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets the first himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Offense working from the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Sharp. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That's Clark. It's Frazier. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Georgia, 41. LSU, 38.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much. a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. He brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. For this one, the booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Just keeps moving. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The tag. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Dogs. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together.
On the set.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. Knocked down for the tackle. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. They didn't get a hit on it.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it along the sideline. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in and out.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab deep. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Tigers are facing third and inches. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
This Bulldog offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Georgia going up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught, it's Frazier.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man, it's Branch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers, and they make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. It's turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going for the big play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes in.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do it better.
Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And as the clock runs out here in the second quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to swing it on second down. The short hands, it's Branch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Dogs are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Release to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On the run, still looking. The throw. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off.
Throws toward the end zone. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's dealt. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He lobs one high down the left side. Complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown LSU! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Delp. Pulled down for the tackle. Georgia going up tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Using his legs to buy some time. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest throw on the field.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Frazier. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Bell. Stopped short of the marker, and a stop for the